Your crypto in health. You want to know how crypto is working in health? We come to you every day with juicy news on wealth, wellness, and well being. We're broadcasting to you live from 1.4 degrees south of the equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. I'd like to tell you we're right in the cryptographic middle of the world. You're with me, Scholastica Mugi, and I'm coming to you at 1100 hours Coordinated Universal Time, UTC here on the Ubricoin channel. You're just in time. And we're calling you as a new argonaut for Africa to join us in steering the economies of Africa. We're guided by Annlee Saxenian, who described in her book, The New Argonauts 2006, about the diaspora rather who traveled to America and returned from Silicon Valley to their home countries to support new industries in semiconductor. Now, in your case, you don't have to travel back and forth like Saxenian described about the argonauts of the 1990s and before. You let the information technology do the traveling for you through the internet and the blockchain economy, which is the Ubricoin. And this is why we're shilling UBN because we know it helps you solve two fundamental problems: your retirement funds and education for your offsprings. So, guys, even as it's extremely gloomy today, the numbers of COVID-19 keep on surging every day. And just yesterday, the Ministry of Health said that out of the 440 cases that were reported, 286 were from the male gender, while 154 were from the female gender. So I want to keep urging you to be on the lookout since COVID-19 is definitely here for longer than we expect, and there's nothing much we can do about that. We just have to keep going and also ensuring that we're maintaining the good hygiene of washing our hands with soap and water, sanitizing with an alcohol-based sanitizer. We are also wearing our masks every time while in public, and of course, we're observing social distancing because these are very important guidelines that are going to keep us safe from COVID-19. Now, immense love goes to Grace, Naomi Shiko, Irene, Susan, Barbara, Abed, Evans, Betty, JJ, Jojo, David Muturu, Miss Kindness for Chari Productions, Madam Beatrice Morango, Joyce of Seattle, Dr. Stephen Karanja, Mr. Mbugwa Kimani, Kimani Kamau, Eglantin Lonperia, Romario, Producer Purity, Tom Pinch 254, Samuel Gatoa, Brand Rakoi, Ian Mwangi, Jacob Yator, Jane Nelson, The Prince, Triza, Justin, Mohammed Ali, Global Trader, Ruth Owino, Jane Gashugu, Irene Keaton, Engineer Masinga, The Comical Canadian, Mark Waweru, Stephen Opanga, Raja Usman, Veronica Mwangi, Solomon Mushemi, Paul Njoroge, there's The Prince, Triza, Justin, Mohammed Ali. We also have Chiza, Charles Care. Shout out to Washira SM Pwani, Jane Washira, Lynn Washira, David Ogutu, Bishop Mackenzie, Isaac Ithua, Miriam Flower, Moses, Mr. Mbuthia, Pastor Zippy, Jessica Daniel John, Alpha Nyota, Steve Nyabuto, Jason Gore, Wanjiko Kinuthia, Ibrahim Gitao, Felix, Sherry, Shali, Fred, Jojo Duke. Thank you so much, guys, for always being here with us. It's always a pleasure to know that you are just behind us in everything that we do. Now, our word of encouragement today comes from Hebrews chapter 13, verse 5. Let your conduct be without covetousness. Be content with such things as you have. For he himself has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. That is really encouraging. I hope that you get to be content with whatever you have. Now, on our COVID-19 term, we define contact tracing. Next, on our crypto news segment, we talk about self-service platform issuing security tokens backed by real-world assets. And on Ubrica today, we keep up with the UBN's action in the marketplace. Now, let's begin with contact tracing, which is the process of identifying, assessing, and managing people who have been exposed to a disease to prevent onward transmission. Now, when systematically applied, contact tracing will break the chains of transmission of COVID-19 and is an essential public health tool for controlling the virus. Now, contact tracing for COVID-19 requires you identify the people who have been exposed to COVID-19, and then you follow them up daily for 14 days from the last point of exposure, which is definitely a lot of work to do, and everybody around the world has been doing this contact tracing because now the infections keep on surging, and so there are so many people who have come into contact with the infected guys with COVID-19. So it is such an uphill task, and we hope that we cooperate. If you're asked to, name the person that you were last in, you had contact with, it is only noble for you to give the right contact. Now, having said that, let us keep abreast with what's happening in as far as COVID-19 status is concerned here in Kenya. And so far, 279,612 have been tested, and out of that, 17,975 have tested positive for COVID-19. And then we're looking at 7,833 recoveries, which is really a good thing. But unfortunately, 285 have succumbed to COVID-19. So that is how it looks like. And I hope that you know what you need to do, because of course self-discipline is key in ensuring that you're keeping personal hygiene as well as wearing your masks and keeping social distancing. Now, having said that, we can now cross over to our crypto news segment. We're looking at news on Cointelegraph by Jack Martin. Self-service platform issues security tokens backed by real world assets. Tokenizer is a new self-service platform launching July 29th, which provides a fully compliant blockchain issuance solution for asset-backed security tokens. This will allow businesses and individuals to tokenize their assets with zero technical or coding skills, which can then be used for raising funds and traded on the tokenizer exchange. The tokenization of real-world assets has long been lauded as one of the killer applications of blockchain technology. However, before now, this has usually required either a dedicated coding team or the services of a third party to issue the tokens. Now, the tokenizer platform gives access to tools enabling anyone to issue tokens representing their real world assets. The type of assets which can be tokenized are limitless and cover physical assets such as real estate, artworks, and luxury items, traditional asset classes like stocks, bonds, and hedge funds, and less tangible things including intellectual property and identity. So we're looking at tokenizing the real world asset. And for you who still well, if I may define for you tokenization is definitely a process where some form of assets are converted into a token that can be moved, stored, or recorded on a blockchain. So that is what tokenization is all about. And we're looking at this tokenizer, which is a new self-service platform providing a fully compliant blockchain issuance solution for asset-backed security tokens. So having said that, we can now cross over to Ubrica today. And of course, the conversation is the first thing that you need to be thinking about is why are you not a Ubricoin holder? If you're not one by now, then definitely you need to be in this space of 69,777 of us Ubricoin holders. You need to be here. And the reason why you need to be here is because cryptos are the way to go. Right now, there's no conversation about fiat. And the reason for that is because crypto is at the heart of everything in as far as matters money is concerned. So blockchain money is the way to go. And of course, your held crypto UBN is waiting for you on either flyer with the UBN ETH pair for you to get there and buy it, or you can use CryptLock X exchange. So guys, we want to really get a hold of the Ubricoins because the time to buy is now. And if you don't buy now, then you're going to buy it very expensively in the days to come. So we're looking at what is happening in as far as the actual coin is concerned. And I see Phoenix Box today is leading the line of exchanges with UBN ETH pair. We're also looking at either flyer coming in second with UBN ETH. There's also CryptLock X exchange with the UBN ETH. Now, UBN Doge, UBN LTC, UBN USDT in that order respectively. follows on Phoenix Box Exchange. So that is exactly what is happening to the UBN, and you need to get a hold of the Ubricoins for yourself. Of course, you can use these exchanges, or you can go to the decentralized exchanges. And said a decentralized exchange is a cryptocurrency exchange which operates in a decentralized way. That's without a central authority. And we are looking at one of the decentralized exchanges for us that has is reported here on either scan. It's Uniswap. So you just need to hit the DEX trades tab on etherscan.io, and you're gonna see there's been trading going on for the Uniswap decentralized exchange. So you can take advantage of that and do some trading there on decentralized exchange, or you can choose to go to these other exchanges, which is the Ether Flyer. You can buy ETH on UBN. You can use the UBN ETH pair on Ether Flyer. Let's do that today and see what happens. Because of course, guys, the goal here is to keep increasing the UBN. And of course, we want to make sure that the prices are going well. We want to make sure that we maintain the 24-hour volume for the Ubricoin. And thank you so much, Jacob Yator, for joining us live. I hope you're doing well. On this side of the world, we're trying to get the Ubricoin to the action and to the people so that we all benefit together. Of course, wealth, wellness, and well-being is a portion for everyone, but we can't do this if we're not getting out there and if we're not acting upon what we need to do in as far as boosting the Ubricoin's price is concerned. So really, blockchain technology, guys, is a phenomenon that is here to stay, and it's definitely driving so many sectors, particularly the blockchain money is what is going on right now. So let's keep encouraging ourselves. Let's keep buying the Ubricoins. And this is because we want to establish the present value for the Ubricoin. This is exactly the present value for the Ubricoin. The actions that you take, the basic trading that you do, the arbitrage trading that you do for the Ubricoin, that means that you're working on the present value for the Ubricoin, because this is the commodity value. We establish it in the marketplace for the Ubricoins as stated. So guys, I'd like to love you and leave you. And today we're looking, we wrap up the show with a quote by an American mountaineer, Jim Whitaker. If you're not living a life on the edge, you're taking up too much space. You learn the most when you're out of your comfort zone. I repeat, if you're not living a life on the edge, you're taking up too much space. You learn the most when you're out of your comfort zone. I have been your girl, Scholastica Mugi, and until tomorrow, it is goodbye for now. Ciao.